Welcome back to Sports Weekly on IEMG. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Give this video a like and subscribe to the Inland Empire Media Group YouTube channel. You already know we cover a lot of high school football. In fact, you might have watched Sports Weekly live with all your scores and highlights. But during Sports Weekly, during the week, we like to kind of rehash what happened, but also look ahead and preview the upcoming week. And it is a big week because now we are in league play for pretty much everyone. We'll talk about the Mountain Valley League because they already started in just a moment, but specifically in the Citrus Belt League, league play is here. We've got some huge games right out of the gate. In fact, Cajon coming off a very close 28-24 victory at Orange Vista. They will open up league play against Beaumont. Beaumont is off to a 4-1 start, and they look very formidable in terms of that league title race. Citrus Valley will be in the mix. Yucaipa's also playing well. But for Cajon, they've got their sights set on a CBL championship, no doubt. They are loaded with talent this season. And that was a big win against Orange Vista, who's one of the better teams in the Inland Empire. That will propel the Cowboys into CBL play. We had a chance to catch up with head coach Nick Rogers after the game. If you did not see Sports Weekly live, here's Coach Rogers.
All right, I'm here with Coach Nick Rogers of the Cajon Cowboys. Coach, it was a competitive game, but you guys were able to seal the deal. How are you feeling after this win, and what do you think were the key victories to making this all possible?
You know, Orange Vista, we had a good battle with them last year. It's another one. They got a lot of great athletes over there. They're well coached. It was just a good environment for the kids here. Get back in the win column, but obviously, we're just kind of doing we had, I think, 4 different people taking snaps today, all filling in. Jordan Salazar, what a great job kind of stepping in, made some changes in what we did. And I mean, he was lights out. I don't know if he had an incompletion. So real proud of the way he did and the O-line, the way they block, everything's been really good.
All right, so it was a big win for Cajon to get them back on the right track. They had a setback against San Jacinto in the previous week. And if you're trying to compare apples to oranges, maybe sometimes that does not work, right? It's better when it's apples to apples. But anyways, San Jacinto beat Cajon, but Beaumont beat San Jacinto, all right? So now Beaumont plays Cajon in their Citrus Belt League opener this week, and there are major league title implications in this game. Both teams are at 4-1 in league play, or overall going into league play, and both have significant signature victories along the way. So you heard from head coach Nick Rogers at Cajon. Here is Beaumont head coach Jeff Steinberg talking about his team and going into this matchup against the Cowboys to open up CBL play in week 6.
We're going to have sustained drives on offense, be consistent, really avoid 3-and-outs, and defensively slow them down and be able to face both their spread offense and their power run game.
Do you feel like, first game in league play, you see them at a good time as opposed to maybe the last week of the season, or does it not even matter to you?
I don't know if it really matters. They have their thing. They got it rolling. And maybe it's a good thing being able to play them right out of the gate. We'll find out a lot about ourselves, that's for sure.
And then what are you guys doing well as a team right now that gives you kind of some confidence, some optimism?
Yeah, I think we do a good job of playing together, playing for each other. And defensively, I thought we've been as good as we've been. And then offensively with our young guys, they just seem to be getting better every week.
Should be a really good one this week in CBL play. Now, the Mountain Valley League, they have already kicked off league action. It was San Bernardino taking on A.B. Miller in their Mountain Valley League opener. The Cardinals got off to a hot start. In fact, I'll be honest, I thought maybe this might be a blowout. The San Bernardino looked that good early on in this game, but A.B. Miller would storm back to win 31-28, the final score to set the tone now in the MVL. These two teams will play again in a couple of weeks, and you can bet that will have major Mountain Valley League championship, implications on the line. I mean, that might decide the league title on that night, so we'll find out. But yeah, the Rebels strike first, 31-28. For San Bernardino now, they go into the bye week, so no game this week for the Cardinals. A.B. Miller will take on Indian Springs, and we'll talk about that more in just a moment as we go down the slate of games coming up this Friday. But a big win for A.B. Miller to kick things off in Mountain Valley League play. Now, for Arroyo Valley, they got their first win right at the right time. They took on Pomona on homecoming, and the Hawks with a 26-0 victory to shoot them into Skyline League play. And they've got a big one as they will take on Bloomington. So they picked the right time to get their first win of the season to kind of build some confidence and some momentum going into Skyline League play, which looks to be wide open. The Hawks should be right there in the mix, and they certainly look really good on homecoming against Pomona. Now, San Gorgonio, they're going to have one more non-league game. It's a game that they got scheduled because of air quality, because they lost that game against Redlands because of the line fire. They went out and found Montclair to play this week. So good on San G to get that game in there, but they're coming off a big win on homecoming. They're homecoming as well, 41-8 against Cathedral City. So after that game against Montclair this week, it'll be right into San Andreas League play. And we'll see what San G can do because they are undefeated right now. They are 4-0. Could be 5-0 after that Montclair game. So best of luck to Coach Chaddock and the guys this week as they go on the road to Montclair. And it's Aquinas. They had a big win against Xavier Prep on military night. In fact, they rolled in this one 49-14. So a couple big wins the last couple of weeks for Aquinas. Citrus Valley, Notre Dame, Xavier Prep. These guys are on a roll as they go into Ironwood League play. The defending champions are the heavy favorite to win the league title once again, and they will open up against Ontario Christian in league action this week. Speaking of those games coming up this week, let's take a look. Here's your IEMG Week 6 slate of games. Cajon versus Beaumont, maybe the biggest game in the Inland Empire this week. In CBL play, Bloomington against Arroyo Valley in Skyline League action. Every single game is important in the Skyline League. I feel like I'm, being overly dramatic, but they really are. Indian Springs will take on A.B. Miller in the Coyotes League opener this coming week. Aquinas, they will take on Ontario Christian. We'll see if the Knights can give the Falcons a ball game in Ironwood League play. We mentioned San Gorgonio will hit the road this week in non-league action, taking on Montclair. We'll have highlights of this one on Sports Weekly Live coming up this week. And as I mentioned, San Bernardino on the bye this week. All right, we come back here on Sports Weekly. We're going to check in with the San Gorgonio girls flag football team. They have won 13 games in a row with no end in sight. We'll be right back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.